Welcome back. In this lesson, we're looking at AI use cases in supply chain and procurement. AI/machine learning educational explainer. Now let's look at introduction. Artificial intelligence is becoming a major transformation force in supply chain and procurement. Supply chains are complex networks of suppliers, factories, warehouses, logistics partners, customers, contracts, and risks. Procurement teams must manage cost, quality, supplier performance, compliance, sustainability, and business continuity. AI can help by learning from demand data, supplier data, spend data, logistics events, contracts, invoices, and market signals. But AI in supply chain and procurement is not only about automation. It includes predictive models, grounded knowledge assistants, and AI agents that coordinate work across systems and teams. In this video, we will understand AI use cases in supply chain and procurement through a simple 3-bucket framework. Now let's look at what this video covers. In this video, we will first understand why AI matters in supply chain and procurement. Then we will look at current trends shaping AI adoption in this space. After that, we will group use cases into 3 practical buckets. The first bucket is AI and machine learning for prediction. The second bucket is RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation, for grounded answers. The third bucket is agents for orchestrated work. Finally, we will go through one slide on each major use case and end with a practical recap. Now let's look at current trends in supply chain and procurement AI. Several trends are shaping AI adoption in supply chain and procurement. Organizations are using AI to improve resilience, forecasting, supplier visibility, spend control, and operational speed. Generative AI is helping teams summarize documents, answer policy questions, support sourcing, and analyze contracts. Agentic AI is becoming important because procurement and supply chain work involves many multi-step processes, approvals, exceptions, and system updates. Supply chain risk is also increasing due to geopolitical disruption, tariffs, supplier instability, logistics delays, cyber risks, and sustainability pressure. As a result, AI governance, data quality, explainability, security, and human oversight are becoming essential for responsible adoption. Now let's look at 3 buckets of supply chain and procurement AI use cases. A simple way to understand AI use cases is to group them into 3 buckets. Bucket 1 is AI and machine learning for prediction. These use cases predict demand, inventory risk, supplier disruption, logistics delays, spend leakage, and cost movement. Bucket 2 is RAG for grounded answers. These use cases use trusted contracts, policies, supplier documents, SOPs, category playbooks, and market intelligence to generate source-based answers. Bucket 3 is agents for orchestrated work. These use cases coordinate tasks across sourcing, purchasing, supplier onboarding, logistics, invoice exceptions, and disruption response workflows. Now let's look at use case 1, demand forecasting and S&OP prediction. Demand forecasting is one of the most important AI use cases in supply chain. AI models can analyze sales history, seasonality, promotions, customer orders, macro signals, weather, and market behavior. The goal is to predict future demand more accurately. Better demand forecasting supports production planning, procurement planning, inventory planning, and sales and operations planning. It helps reduce stockouts, excess inventory, emergency buying, and missed customer commitments. In simple terms, better forecasts help the supply chain prepare before demand changes become a problem. Now let's look at use case 2, inventory optimization and stockout risk prediction. Inventory is a major cost and service driver in supply chain. Too much inventory locks cash and creates obsolescence risk. Too little inventory creates stockouts, production delays, and poor customer service. AI models can predict stockout risk, slow-moving inventory, safety stock needs, and replenishment priorities. They can also help balance service levels, working capital, and supply uncertainty. This use case helps companies make smarter inventory decisions across plants, warehouses, distribution centers, and stores. Now let's look at use case 3, supplier risk and disruption prediction. Supplier risk prediction helps procurement teams identify problems before they become major disruptions. AI can analyze supplier performance, delivery history, quality issues, financial signals, geopolitical events, news, ESG data, and logistics patterns. The model can flag suppliers with rising risk. It can also identify parts, materials, or categories that depend too heavily on a single source. This helps teams prepare alternate suppliers, increase monitoring, or adjust sourcing strategies. Supplier risk AI is especially useful when global supply chains face uncertainty and fast-changing external conditions. Now let's look at use case 4, logistics ETA, delay, and transportation risk prediction. AI can also improve logistics and transportation planning. Models can analyze shipment history, carrier performance, port congestion, weather, customs delays, traffic, route data, and delivery events. This helps predict estimated arrival times, late shipments, and transportation risk. Supply chain teams can use these predictions to inform customers, adjust plans, and prioritize urgent shipments. Logistics AI can also support route optimization and carrier performance analysis. The value is better visibility, faster response, and fewer surprises in the movement of goods. Now let's look at use case 5, spend analytics, savings opportunity, and price movement prediction. Procurement teams can use AI to analyze spend more intelligently. AI can classify spend, detect patterns, identify maverick buying, compare supplier pricing, and highlight savings opportunities. It can also predict price movement using commodity trends, inflation, demand signals, and supplier behavior. This helps category managers decide where to renegotiate, consolidate suppliers, or launch sourcing events. Spend analytics AI can also detect leakage from contracts and preferred suppliers. The goal is to move procurement from reactive reporting to proactive value creation. Now let's look at use case 6, purchase, invoice, and contract anomaly detection. AI can identify anomalies in purchasing, contracts, and invoices. Examples include duplicate invoices, abnormal price changes, suspicious supplier bank changes, unusual purchase patterns, and policy violations. Machine learning models can compare current transactions with historical behavior and expected rules. This helps procurement, AP, finance, and compliance teams detect risk earlier. It can reduce payment errors, fraud exposure, and manual review effort. This use case is especially valuable in large organizations with high transaction volume. Now let's look at use case 7, RAG for contract and supplier agreement intelligence. Now let us move to the second bucket, RAG for grounded answers. Procurement teams manage large volumes of contracts, master agreements, rate cards, terms, service level agreements, and supplier commitments. A RAG assistant can retrieve relevant clauses and generate grounded answers from approved contract documents. For example, a buyer may ask about payment terms, termination rights, price indexation clauses, or delivery obligations. The answer can include source references, making it easier to verify. This helps procurement, legal, category, and supplier management teams work faster and more consistently. Now let's look at use case 8, RAG for sourcing, category strategy, and market intelligence. RAG can support sourcing and category strategy work. Category managers often review supplier profiles, past sourcing events, category playbooks, market reports, cost models, and benchmark data. A RAG assistant can retrieve relevant knowledge and create grounded summaries for sourcing decisions. It can help answer questions such as which suppliers were invited last time, what risks were found, or what negotiation levers exist for a category. This supports faster RFQ preparation, better supplier comparison, and stronger negotiation planning. The key benefit is better use of internal and external knowledge during sourcing. Now let's look at use case 9, RAG for procurement policy, process, and compliance guidance. Procurement policies can be difficult for business users to understand. Employees may not know when to use a purchase order, which approval path applies, whether a preferred supplier must be used, or what threshold triggers a sourcing event. A RAG assistant can retrieve approved policies, buying channels, approval rules, and SOPs. It can then explain the correct process in simple language. This reduces confusion and repeated questions to procurement help desks. It also improves compliance because users are guided by approved source material. Now let's look at use case 10, RAG for supply chain control tower and exception playbooks. Supply chain teams often need fast answers during disruptions. A RAG assistant can retrieve control tower playbooks, escalation matrices, supplier contacts, logistics SOPs, customs guidance, and customer priority rules. For example, a planner may ask what to do when a critical shipment is delayed or a supplier misses a promised date. The system can provide a grounded answer based on approved procedures. This helps teams respond faster and more consistently during exceptions. It also preserves operational knowledge that may otherwise sit in emails, spreadsheets, and experienced employees' memories. Now let's look at use case 11, agents for guided buying and purchase requisition to purchase order. The third bucket is agents for orchestrated work. A guided buying agent can help employees choose the correct buying channel, supplier, catalog item, and approval path. It can collect the requirement, check policy, validate budget, suggest preferred suppliers, create a purchase requisition, and track conversion to purchase order. This reduces manual back and forth between business users and procurement. It can also improve compliance by steering users toward approved suppliers and contracts. Human approval remains important for exceptions, high-value purchases, and sensitive categories. Now let's look at use case 12, agents for sourcing event and RFX management. Sourcing events involve many coordinated steps. An AI agent can help prepare an RFQ or RFP, identify supplier lists, draft questions, collect bids, compare responses, summarize risks, and prepare negotiation packs. It can coordinate actions between category managers, suppliers, legal teams, technical evaluators, and finance teams. This reduces administrative effort and speeds up sourcing cycles. The agent can also track deadlines and missing supplier responses. This allows procurement professionals to spend more time on strategy and negotiation instead of repetitive coordination. Now let's look at use case 13, agents for supplier onboarding, qualification, and risk review. Supplier onboarding is often document-heavy and slow. An AI agent can collect supplier information, request missing documents, validate tax and bank details, check certifications, screen sanctions, review risk signals, and route approvals. It can coordinate with procurement, supplier quality, finance, legal, and compliance teams. This helps reduce onboarding cycle time and improves data completeness. It also supports stronger control over supplier risk. The agent should not bypass human judgment for high-risk suppliers, but it can make the process much more efficient. Now let's look at use case 14, agents for supply disruption response and expediting. Supply disruption response is a strong use case for AI agents. When a delay, shortage, quality issue, or logistics disruption occurs, the agent can identify impacted orders, materials, suppliers, plants, and customers. It can suggest alternate suppliers, check inventory, prepare supplier communication, create escalation tasks, and update stakeholders. The agent can also summarize the business impact and recommend next best actions. This helps teams respond faster when every hour matters. In supply chain, one missing component or late shipment can affect production, revenue, and customer commitments. Now let's look at use case 15, agents for invoice exceptions, supplier queries, and payment follow-up. Procurement and finance teams spend a lot of time handling invoice exceptions and supplier queries. An AI agent can read a supplier email, understand the intent, retrieve purchase orders, goods receipts, invoice status, payment status, and exception reasons. It can draft a response, request missing information, or route the issue to AP, procurement, or operations. It can also help resolve common three-way match issues. This improves supplier experience and reduces manual email triage. It is a practical example of agentic AI improving daily procurement operations. Now let's look at final recap and closing. Let us recap the main idea. AI use cases in supply chain and procurement can be grouped into three practical buckets. AI and machine learning for prediction help forecast demand, inventory risk, supplier disruption, logistics delay, spend leakage, and transaction anomalies. RAG helps teams get grounded answers from contracts, policies, SOPs, supplier documents, market intelligence, and exception playbooks. Agents help orchestrate complex workflows such as guided buying, sourcing events, supplier onboarding, disruption response, and invoice query handling. Together, these use cases show how AI can improve resilience, cost control, compliance, productivity, supplier performance, and decision-making. To wrap up, here is the key takeaway. You now have a structured overview of AI use cases in supply chain and procurement. Review the core ideas, connect them to examples, and revisit concepts like introduction, what this video covers, current trends in supply chain and procurement AI when practicing. If you can explain the idea in your own words, you have really understood it.